I'm Melissa Rohlin with the Los Angeles Times, here with Plaschke-Simers and Bill Plaschke for another episode of LA Loud. The NBA owners and the NBA Players Association have failed to come to agreement, and the lockout is continuing, and if they don't come to some sort of compromise by Tuesday, we could miss some regular season games.
Nonsense. Nonsense,
Will that hurt the sport?
Anytime you start talking about negotiations, lockouts, strikes, anything where they give you a deadline, it doesn't exist. I mean, if 2 weeks from now, all of a sudden they decide to have a settlement, somehow they will end up getting their 82 games in. These are false deadlines, and I really don't care. What do I care about millionaires and other billionaires arguing about how they're going to divvy up our money, the fans' money? That's all they're doing. They're just taking the arguments right now, trying to figure out how they're going to divide up the money. Eventually it'll be NBA play, and life will go on. So the lockout to me is a non-story. Who cares?
You know, I actually agree with you on this. I think that the players, they make average $5.1 million a year, the highest paid athlete. They're not going to miss paychecks. At the end of the day, they're not, when they start missing paychecks, they'll come back. And I think we'll get the full season in. The last time they had this lockout season, it was a shortened season. There was a lot of asterisks and all that stuff going on there. David Stern doesn't want that. I think that'll happen. But, TJ, I think this important thing here is now, though, maybe they'll miss a week, 2 weeks, a month. I agree, they'll come back. All is well. During that time, do you jump on the Kings bandwagon? Do you go to LA Kings games now, like fans have been clamoring for us to go to LA Kings games? Do you go hand in hand with me to an LA Kings game?
Only for one reason. As desperate as I am for a column today, I can see how desperate I'm going to be a week from now and 2 weeks from now. I mean, this is like living in Sioux City. When you don't have major sports to write about,
go to the Kings.
It drives you to the Kings.
Well, I will say this, and TJ, can you agree with me on this? And I like to say this publicly. So you and I will start doing Kings columns.
Oh, slow down. I said maybe. I'm thinking about it.
You and I'll probably end up doing one or two. The fans who always say you don't do Kings columns, once we do them, I guarantee these same fans will say, why are you doing Kings columns? You don't know anything about the Kings.
Well, so they'll say you're doing Kings columns because there's no NBA.
Yeah.
Well,
so we're going to get ripped either way, fans. It's okay. I'm used to it. But hockey fans, you're in a no-win situation with hockey fans.
I'm kind of intrigued because I'll tell you how far the Kings have dropped off the map, and I'm not sure I'm ready to go back that direction. I've never met the Kings general manager. I have never had, the only time I ever tried to meet the Kings general manager is when the Kings PR guy told me, can't you see I'm busy eating dinner, and didn't want to go take me to introduce him.
I have met the Kings coach. I have not met the general manager either.
Okay.
I have met several of their players. I've been in their locker room, but I'm not much further along that trail than you are. But again, the minute I wrote a column last year, oh, now you're writing about him, stick to what you know. Then stick to what I know, then how come you're not writing about it?
But what does it say about a sport in our city, a supposed major sport, that the GM is the most anonymous guy around?
It's the wealthiest owner of any sport in our city. And I think that it's still all about the real estate. Tim Lawicki loves the Kings and trying to make them a winner. I still think the ownership doesn't care.
Stop right there. That's scary.
But he does, right?
But stop. Scary. When you say Lawicki and Anschutz own the Kings, this is the way they're dealing with him, from what I understand, and occasionally glancing at a headline in our newspaper. Yes. They haven't done a great job of paying their people. They haven't put the first string roster down. They have first right of refusal to the Lakers. They're bringing in an NFL team where they'll end up having first right of refusal. These are the kind of people who are going to be running our city
that's the thing.
sports.
I love them running the facilities. You're right. When they get to running the teams, very scary.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to be going to a hockey game together soon.
Not hand in hand, I can tell you that.
Looking forward. Maybe I'll
all right.
film a video there.
Maybe arm in arm?
Yeah.